Have you ever wondered why the caveman skull, found in the dirt or some rainforest, has a better smile, better cheekbones and a more symmetrical looking face than you do? Well, wonder no more. Today I want to talk to you guys about mewing, and how you can use it to improve your health and become principally more attractive. Mewing is a technique which essentially means proper posture of the tongue. The concept of mewing was coined by Dr. Mike Mew, an orthotropist, and an expert in correcting and optimizing facial development, without the use of surgery. He says, facial structure constitutes a significant portion of the attractive level, and is the most comprehensive innate attractive trait, as there are multiple individual features involved in multiple factors that dictate its growth and development. Possibly the most important concept to elucidate regarding attractive facial development, as the fact that forward facial growth is key and is what humans find attractive. Guys, whatever I share on this channel, that means that I have tried and tested it. I don't just share anything until I experienced it. That's my number one principle for writing or making videos. And being an orthodontist myself, it's my job to guide you guys the correct way of mewing. Mewing can be practiced by both men and women. Since most of us are practicing no vaping, it has significantly helped me bring mewing benefits faster. You might be thinking how mewing and no-fap are connected. Let me explain you. This no-fap certainly increases your focus and attention. A prominent scientist, Dr. Joe Dispenza, writes in his book Becoming Supernatural. Where you place your attention is where you place your energy. Means the energy you are cultivating through the practice of semen retention can be used anywhere you want. Either build something with that energy or destroy. That is up to you, but I am here to help you to use this energy in a positive direction. You can use this energy in mewing, increasing heights. If you are a teenager, curing illness, or building a business, or using this vital energy to create something. This change can result in achieving great success in your dating and professional life. I know it may sound strange, however, the more I pondered over this statement, the more I realized it was true. Everyone that society had deemed to be an attractive person, shared certain similarities in their head and facial shape that were fundamentally key features. Such features include high cheekbones, a forward maxilla, a long jaw and a sharp nose, and are the byproduct of forward facial development. Furthermore, having a straight neck is deemed far more attractive than having forward head carriage or an excessive curvature in the cervical spine. This supports the notion that whom we find attractive is based upon innate and fundamentally hardwired physical parameters related specifically to humans as a species and not based upon culture, clothing or another trivial concept. Having a sharp face always helps. You will also agree, a tall or good-looking person will be perceived as being intelligent and trustworthy, even though there is no logical reason to believe that height or looks correlate with smarts and honesty. That is called halo effects. The halo effect is a well-documented social psychology phenomenon that causes people to be biased in their judgments by transferring their feelings about one attribute of something to other, unrelated attributes. Mewling steps are simple. Mewing is performed by firstly achieving good body posture and ensuring that the neck is straight, and the chin is tucked downwards toward the chest. The mouth must be closed with the teeth gently resting on one another and the lips sealed. The entire tongue is then meant to sit all the way along the top of the palate and back as far as possible so that the tip of the tongue does not touch the back of the front teeth. Your tongue should feel as though it is pressed up into the top of your mouth and is almost pushing your palate upward and forward, which is quite literally what we are trying to achieve. Keep your mouth closed, with your teeth gently resting together. Don't overclench, which could cause jaw pain. The goal is to use the force of the tongue when resting and when swallowing as an environmental stress to push the maxillary bone forward. Mewing is very basic and it is a three-part process. Part 1 is having your lips together. This will prevent you from mouth breathing, and will force to start your nose to breathe. Part 2 is letting your molars, most posterior teeth, rest on top of each other. Your back teeth should be touching, not clench as to where you feel pressure on your teeth, but they should gently rest on one another, and that will ensure that the bottom jaw stays in good alignment with the top of your head. And the part 3, the most important part, is to push your tongue onto the roof of your mouth. Your entire tongue should be pushing up on your upper palate, Most people make the mistake of just pushing the front or tip of their tongue up, but it has to be the whole tongue. A good way of knowing if your tongue is in the correct position is by saying the ng sound. When you say any word that ends in the ng sound such as sing, your tongue naturally connects with the roof of your mouth. Remember that position and keep your tongue there at all times. If you are below 35, you will see results in 3 to 6 months. Above 35, may need to wait 1 to 2 years. Mewing is an extremely promising practice given its non-invasive nature, scientific plausibility, and anecdotal results. The real advantage of mewing is that it positively influences all of the aforementioned features and factors in your face simultaneously. While the results will come slowly, it is by far the most legitimate and proven method to develop a more attractive face. I can say with 100% confidence, if you change your tongue posture, you can literally change your life. Thank you for watching and have a great day, and don't forget to subscribe and share the video.